Hey, what's good, y'all? Fuzion here, back with another video. It's been a while. I had a change in my work schedule, so I'll be working more mornings and stuff. Today I was not feeling too well, so I decided to hang out. But that being said, I still wanted to do a video, especially since it was a really good Lakers game yesterday. Um, I haven't really been watching a lot of Lakers games as of recent. I've just been busy. Um, but I do know that they were on a win streak. They were playing a lot of East, sort of weaker teams. Um, so this was a good test for them tonight. LeBron was out. That first quarter was not looking good, but we pulled it back. We had a couple of notable players here. Austin Reeves, he hit a very, very important bucket there. He did finish with 29, 14, and 10, a triple-double with 2 blocks. He shot 50% from the field, 4 for 11 from 3. That's about 36% there. 1 turnover. Overall, a really good night from Austin Reeves. Roy Hachimura, 16 and 14. He went 7 for 14 from the field, 0 for 2 from the 3. Anthony Davis had 34 and 23 with four blocks and 2 steals. I believe 2 of those blocks were in crunch time. He stopped Damian Lillard from hitting his step back, and he did block that shot. He shot 8 threes tonight, 3 for 8 from the 3. I personally don't like when he shoots a lot of threes, but he ended the night with 34. Not great percentage. Shot about 39%, just like I said, but I don't know. Could be worse. D'Angelo Russell, 29, 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 12 assists. He had 2 steals along with that. 7 for 22. He shot 32% from the field, 5 for 12 from the 3. He was doing his best to shoot us out the game with some of his shot selection, but he shot 10 for 10 from the free throw line. That pretty much won us the game there. So yeah, overall a pretty decent night, especially since he was the main ball handler at during this time since LeBron was out. He did end with 4 turnovers, but ended with the win. Early in the game, he wasn't really shooting great shots, wasn't really making good decisions, and then eventually he did turn it on for a bit. He got the scoring started, created that spark, and then we just played better from then on. Let's talk about Milwaukee. Milwaukee, to be honest, they lost this game just off of bad play and bad shooting. Giannis, he had 29, 21, and 11. He had a triple-double. Shot 56% from the field. 0 for 1 from 3. 1 for 6 from the free throw line. He shot 17% from the free throw line. And he had 7 turnovers. He wasn't really playing well. There's a couple of times towards the end of the second overtime that he just couldn't find his shot, or couldn't find any shots as far as like shooting little floaters, little mid ranges. He had a couple of times where he had to take that shot. I think that AD, he defended him quite well. Almost forcing him to only get his points off of the pick and roll, instead of just letting him, just body through everyone. He still had 29, but it was a tough 29 for him, in my opinion. Damian Lillard had 27. He shot 3 for 14 from the 3, 21%, and then he shot 9 for 29 from the field, 31%. He had a horrible shooting night, but scored. Beasley, he had 21, 5 for 14 from the 3, so 36%. and then he shot 44.4 from the field. Chris Middleton, he had 12, 6, and 7. He reached at the end there that gave D'Angelo Russell some free throws and basically caused that team to lose. He went 4 for 15 from the field. That's 27%, and 2 for 7 from the three, 29%. Just bad shooting all around. Bobby Portis was playing good at the beginning. He sort of just fell off at the end there. I think they just stopped giving him minutes. He had 18 and 13. Shot 47 from the field, 2 for 3 for 3. And actually, Jay Crowder, he got some minutes. He was playing pretty good defense. I think they should have let Jay Crowder just straight up do an ISO with D'Angelo Russell and make D'Angelo Russell score over Jay Crowder. I think that was the play, and I think Chris Middleton reached because he got greedy. I just think that's what happened. Let's go to team stats just real quick. Let me see if there's anything crazy. Fast break points. Milwaukee won 27-8 with that. Defensive rebounds. Lakers won 57-46. Points off turnover 18-14. The Lakers won that one. I think it was. Let's see what the problem was here. The 3-point shooting. Milwaukee shot 29% from 3, 15 for 51. Lakers shot 14 for 44 from 3, 32%. Let's see, free throws. The Lakers had 32 free throws. They made 30 of them. That's about 94%. And Milwaukee had 17 free throws, 11 for 17. That's about 65%. So it was a mix of a couple things here. Knowing how the Bucks play, if you're not hitting threes with Damian Lillard and Beasley and Chris Middleton consistently, they're not really going to win. Giannis still hasn't developed to where he could score that mid-range pull-up jump shot instead of having to go all the way in all the time, especially against a great shot blocker like AD. Someone who can somewhat match up size-wise as well as athleticism-wise with Giannis. I think then he sort of has trouble. I mean, he still had 29, but they didn't win at the end of the day because he couldn't find the bucket. That's pretty much all it was. But this was a great showing from the Lakers. This is something that the Lakers need. This was a must-win, in my opinion. It just really gave them a spark of energy. We could see some more good play. D'Angelo Russell has been playing pretty well. He shot the ball relatively badly tonight and had a couple turnovers, but at the end of the day, it was a win, and we wouldn't have won if he wasn't there. Spencer Dinwiddie, he had a starting night, and he didn't do shit. He had like 7. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the video.
Tim Legler, the comeback of the night, one of the big comebacks of the year. Lakers in Milwaukee. No LeBron last night. And when Damian Lillard knocks down this shot in the fourth quarter, the Bucks have a 19-point lead.
Yeah, the second time in the game. First quarter, they jumped out to a big lead. They do it again in the fourth, but the Lakers weren't going away. They showed a lot of toughness, and they're the ones that made the winning plays late in this game that had to be made.
Anthony Davis, who played basically the whole night. Austin Reeves, who had a 29-point triple-double. They bring it all the way back. The game winds up tied. Final possession for Milwaukee, 2.5 seconds.
Great play design. First of all, he definitely got held by AD when he tries to make this couple. I don't know why Giannis tried to scoop that. Just catch it and shoot a little short bank shot with your hand on top of the basketball, and it probably goes in. You win the game.
No call, so we go the other way, actually. Final second, Austin Reeves.
Yeah, too deep. Almost banks it in, but just a little bit too deep to get the shot up that he wanted.
So we're going to
Sorry for all that sniffing, y'all. I am feeling a little under weather, just like I said. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty much like the game there. It was a very back and forth towards the end. Yeah, I don't know why Giannis didn't finish that. again, that's sort of, well, he can make that. He has the soft touch to score those type of shots. That's his game. I guess he was looking for contact when he should have been looking to score the ball. And Austin Reeves, he did miss that shot, but I thought it was a good look, and I'm not mad at that, especially if he is scoring already. And if LeBron is out of the game, it's free reign. Y'all are supposed to be scoring. Y'all need to find the scoring. Hopefully we can keep this up heading into the playoffs. We're in the 9th seed still, I think. But yeah, that was honestly not a bad end to that quarter. Or the fourth quarter. So let's get into OT.
Overtime, 2 minutes and change in the OT. Spencer Dinwiddie, this is the Lakers' first lead of the whole game.
Sneaky acquisition for the Lakers under the radar, but he is going to pay huge dividends once they get to the play-in situation, which I think they'll be in.
So there's the great block from AD, but in the end, this play, great ball movement to Lillard.
Chaos play after the block. Bucks, nice job all the way around the horn. Lillard with a big corner three. It looks like the Bucks are in good shape once again.
It comes down to this, 3 seconds left in overtime. Lillard for the win.
One of the best defensive plays I've seen all year because Anthony Davis had to stay with Giannis till the last second. If he leaves too early, it's a lob dunk game over. Instead, he timed it perfectly.
And then the second overtime belonged to Austin Reeves.
Yeah, great.
He was actually finishing quite well. Oh, that sounds crazy. He had great slashes this game. He was getting to the basket, back cutting, just going through his guy. If he does this more consistently, this will force teams to put defenders on him, which will make our team just better. I believe he has that ability to be the third option guy. I just need the consistency from him, and I need those shots to go in. There are times where he's getting good looks and they just don't fall, and most of the time that's his story. Sometimes he does shoot that little fall away, like him falling back and floating it up. That was falling tonight, and he was hitting them. So shout out to Austin Reeves, man. This was a good showing.
Awareness right there on the catch, sees there's no backline defense, drives baseline, and then the Bucks mess up this switch with the two guards. Austin Reeves steps into an open three.
Reeves had 29 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. Anthony Davis had 34 points and 23 rebounds in a night when he played 52 minutes and 51 seconds. So he was just shy of 53 minutes. That's the most he's played at any game all year long. And again, the first words you spoke to me this morning when I saw you were, not all regular season games mean the same. That one meant a lot.
It was a significant win for the Lakers. It's a statement win.
Yep.
And I feel like sometimes we definitely are trying to figure out ways that we want to talk about the Lakers as if they're interesting or they're threatening. They looked like it last night without LeBron because of the way they managed the end of this game. And the fact that they dug out of a regular season game on the road without their best player twice, the resilience that it showed. A lot of teams, you're just mailing that in. Once you get down that big early in the game or you get down that big in the fourth quarter, they didn't do it. They fought back, and then they put the ball in the hands of really role players on that team that made the difference, and the Bucks were not able to. And look, AD, as great as he can be offensively some nights, I really believe when the Lakers are at their best, it's because of what we're talking about him doing on the defensive end of the court. He is just a massive disruptor in the paint, and he did it repeatedly last night, including two of the biggest possessions of the game. He had his imprints all over it on that end of the floor.
He was spectacular last night. The Lakers were in this dogfight with all these other teams down there in the play-in neighborhood in the Western Conference. And then over on the other side, there are some questions about, if you watch the show, you know I'm a believer in Milwaukee this year in the East, but there are questions, and they reared their head last night.
Well, look, they made it coach.
Yeah, I agree with everything he said. When the Lakers are using AD mostly as a defender, I think they play well. But he has the offensive game to be this almost 30 and 10 guy with 5 blocks a game. He has the ability to do that. And he played hella minutes. He was active on both sides. There's nothing more that you can ask from him. He shot a lot of threes. I think I said earlier he shot 8 threes, but at the end of the day, we won the game. That's all that you can say. I hope we can carry these type of performances into the playoffs. It looks like we will be most likely in this play-in this year again. Matchup wise, I think if we're playing against, we'll most likely be playing against the Warriors. I like our matchup against the Warriors. We need to let AD use his size to score. We need Rui Hachimura to show up as well. He's a sizey guy also. Pause. So that's how we can definitely beat the Warriors if we do face them in the play-in. And then we got to get past either the Kings and I forgot who the other team is, but they might show up pretty soon here. If not, I'll check it out. But yeah, a good game, a must-win game. I always talk about how like the Lakers always struggle with the must-wins, so this was a good showing. Yeah, the Bucks aren't ready. I just don't think they're ready. I think they did get a really good pickup for the playoffs with Jay Crowder. I'm a good defender who can go out there and defend. He can hit some threes every now and then, but his biggest job is to be a defensive body, like to throw at people. That's his job. But when Damian Lillard can't hit, I just think they don't win. Chris Middleton, he disappeared. He had, I think, 12. He shot the ball horribly. That's pretty much all you can really say on the Bucks.
Help from Dinwiddie, big help from Anthony Davis. Obviously, we've talked about a lot. This is
the Warriors, the Lakers.
So here it is, right here. Yeah, I didn't really care what they had to say about the Bucks, to be honest with you. So here's the current standing. 5 through 11. So the Suns and Kings, us and the Warriors, most likely this will be the play-in battle right here. You could see the Rockets try to sneak in. They've been playing pretty well. Jalen Green, since he had his baby, he's been hooping. So that could be interesting. They could sneak in over the Warriors. I don't like the matchup with the Lakers against the Rockets. AD tends to struggle against skill, quote-unquote, big men. I like Seguin, like Jokic, like Sabonis. Those passing out of the post, being able to play make out of the post. For some reason, he does struggle against that. But maybe Spencer Dinwiddie got some confidence in his game, because eventually he's going to have to give us the 12, 13 points that we are needing. And I think he has the ability to do that. He has shown he can score when he has that chance. So we need him to give us the 12 and 13. That's what we are needing. A guy who can get us 10 to 13 points off the bench easily. And off of good shots. That's what we need. And I still don't believe he is the guy, but that's who we have in there.
Lakers are in the play-in as we speak. The Mavericks and the Suns are in the play-in as we speak. So let's go over the superstars that we're talking about here. You got Luka in that mix. You got KD in that mix. LeBron, Steph. Of those which of those teams do you like the best? Luka's team, KD, LeBron, Steph.
Definitely Dallas. I think Dallas has a legitimate.
Yeah, I like Dallas the most out of those teams. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about with the Lakers and the Bucks game. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you guys would like to hear more of the of a breakdown of the Western and the Eastern Conference, I will be doing that later. Once the playoffs, or like the play-in is for sure locked in stone, I'll go ahead and do a video just about that. So make sure that you are subscribed for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Become a member. You can hit that link down below, and it can take you right to the page to become the member. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.